You get one clap.
One clap. Hello and welcome everybody to Gage's Favorites, the YouTube channel where I, Gage, choose my favorite Japanese knife in a particular shape and tell you why it's my favorite. In today's episode, we're talking about the Gyuto. Alright guys, so Gage's favorite Gyuto is the 240mm Yu Kurosaki Aogami Super Fujin. 240mm, I think I said that already, with a beautiful mono wenge handle on it. This knife is absolutely gorgeous, so we'll start there. Probably the least important factor when choosing a knife is how it looks, but golly, does this knife ever look super cool. It ticks all of my boxes on an aesthetic level. It's got that sort of darker blade finish here with the slight kurouchi finish over top of the tsushime or hand hammered finish, and then that darker wenge handle. And if you watch the channel for any length of time, you probably know already how much of a fan I am of these mono handles without the ferrules on them. I think they look super cool. This particular handle is super comfy. It skirts the line between slender and chunky perfectly. It feels really good in the hand. The tsushime finish is meant to emulate the wind strokes. The Fujin is the god of wind in Japanese mythology, and I really think that Yu Kurosaki-san did an amazing job of sort of encapsulating that in his design here. Another big reason I love this knife is the steel that it's made from and the blade composition. So it is made from Aogami Super, like we said, which is my favorite carbon steel because of its edge retention, relative ease of sharpening, and cutting feel. I also find that it doesn't react quite as quickly as a shirogami or white carbon steel, so a little bit easier to maintain. Made even easier to maintain is this knife by the stainless cladding, or the composition of the knife is stainless clad. So right where you see that wavy line, that is the clad line, and that is where the layers of stainless steel on either side of the blade come to an end. And beyond that point is exposed Aogami Super. This particular knife has a lot of carbon steel exposed at the edge, so that's great for a couple of reasons. One, it's going to develop a really cool patina or look to it over time, contrasting really nice with that stainless cladding. Also, I can sharpen this knife a number of times before the clad line starts to encroach on the exposed carbon steel. When that happens, it's necessary to thin out the sides of the knife. So this will just keep me from having to do that too early on in the life of the knife. I should point out though that another reason I love this knife is the bevels on it. They're super high. You've got like a solid inch, probably inch and a quarter, inch and a half of bevel here. That means this knife gets crazy thin behind the edge. It just flies right through butternut squash, sweet potatoes, anything sort of harder like that. This guy just glides right through. It is firmly in laser status, which is my preference for a knife. Really thin at the spine, again, really thin behind the edge. Super awesome performance on this knife, but it is rather delicate. In fact, this knife was returned to us before it became my own knife because it got a little chip at the tip, and the customer said that it was not straight, which I would disagree with, but is neither here nor there. It's treated me well. I love this knife. It looks cool. It feels great. The fit and finish is awesome. The spine is nicely sanded, choil nicely sanded, and of course it performs at a super high level. So there you have it, guys. Gage's favorite Gyuto, the Yu Kurosaki 240mm Aogami Super Fujin. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to slice that like button, subscribe to our channel for more knife-related content, and until the next video, stay sharp.